So we've reached the end of season 3 of Work It. A practice that I've worked on in my own home and my own life is a sincere and profound practice of gratitude. And at the end of this season, I can truly reflect on what I'm grateful for from each guest, for what they've taught me and what they've brought to you. I'm grateful to Marissa, Casey, and Kate Pomeroy for showing us that you can balance motherhood and work.
I love my career. I love what I do, and without it, I'm not me. Everyone always said, you're gonna change your mind, are you sure? How are you gonna do both? You can have both, and I don't wanna have both. You can create what your own motherhood looks like.
There are trade-offs. Being deeply present when you have those moments with your kids,
Yes.
rather than you being on your phone and still doing emails, I think that's one of the trade-offs.
97% of executive moms we surveyed said being a working mom makes them feel like a better mom.
Yes.
You're actually doing it a lot better than you probably think you are.
Yes.
And look at all these other women who are doing it too. Doesn't that make you feel less alone?
Yes.
That's all I think most of us need.
To Shannon, to Shiza, and to Susan for showing us the power of the relationships that we build.
There's nothing better than the magic that happens when you introduce people. It doesn't take a lot to think about, wow, if I introduce these two people, a new business opportunity is going to come from it, or a new friendship. It's part of the reason I've been successful in business.
I'm so grateful for so many different people, all within my network, who, I owe so much to in terms of where I'm at and what I've learned.
It's about the relationships that you build and how you treat people.
Yes.
There's so much that we can shift by simply being kinder and more present in all of those moments.
I'm grateful for Brittany for teaching us all about our personal brand, and I'm grateful to Kate Kimberly for showing us how to feel our best while doing it.
What's the story you want to tell? And then practice telling that story. Because plenty of people, if you ask them, like, what do? They don't actually know.
Convincing yourself that you're knowledgeable and you know what you're talking about is half the battle. Just come out there and be real about who you are in every single way. We're all in the same boat. There's very few people that haven't been through this.
I'm grateful to Lovey and to Beanish for showing us that we can have hard, difficult conversations if we are simply speaking the truth.
If a woman of color, a Muslim woman specifically, wants to start talking about something very random, like, this is a beauty product I really like, they're not as interested. We can't have experiences that are beyond what is okay for white America to feel bad about.
My 3 questions are, do you mean it? Can you defend it? Did you say it with love or thoughtfully? And I use it as my checkpoint in the moments where it's difficult.
And I'm grateful to Amber, Aditi, and Jody for all of them showing how they could bring their best selves to work in different ways.
One of the things that really helped me, honestly, was when I had children, because it became much more critical to be intentional around where I was mentally, physically, and to prioritize. And so that almost forces you to say, this is who I am today. This is who I am at this moment.
I have always identified jobs where I have a good connection with my leaders, with the mission of the company and the team that surrounds me. If you feel like you have a connection, it just gets easier to then really do well at your job.
As you learned how to parent, it also helped improve your work. We hear so much about the balance, but it's so cool that you were able to bring that into the workplace.
You have to, at least in my own experience. There's no divide anymore.
I'm thankful for Sabrina for teaching us that we can all bet on ourselves, and I'm grateful for Lourdes for teaching us that we all have the superpowers to do so.
I think risk is healthy. I think it makes you more creative. If you don't do things because you're scared to fail, I feel you're not really getting the best out of yourself. If someone asks me, can you do something? Most of the time I'll say yes. Right. Do what you need to do to get to a place where the work speaks for itself afterwards, and then you'll be asked again.
The truth of who you are is that you are enough, you are loved, and you are whole. You are already a superhero. That's an undeletable file. That's inside you no matter what. And it's just having an awareness that that truth exists.
Last but not least, I am grateful to each and every one of you for watching, for commenting, for engaging, and for being a part of the conversation. Together, we are the women of Work It. Until next time, I'm Carrie Kerpen. Keep on working it.